Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a no roll, no lard, very healthy pie crust. So first you start with 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that you add it right into the pie plate, which is easy, and then 2 tablespoons of white sugar. Then you mix all of that right in the pie plate. Oh, forgot the 1/2 teaspoonful of salt. And just mix that around. Make sure you've got the sugar and salt distributed. Then take a 1/2 cup of, I'm using canola oil. I have used olive oil, that would be the light tasting one. And take, so that's 1/2 cup in there. And then 2 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2. Okay. So then you beat this up until it's a creamy white consistency. Get all the oil and milk mixed up together and pour it in. Okay, so then from here, it looks like a mess. You can't believe that it's going to become a crust, but it will. So stir it all up. Go around the sides. Keep smooshing it around until you collect all the bits of flour that aren't moist. See, it's starting to look like pastry now. Okay, when you've got it all off the sides and the bottom, you just keep stirring it around. See, it looks like pastry. Now, here's the fun part. Just distribute it around as much as you can. Have it kind of evenly laid out as much as you can. And then push it down until you don't see through it. Force it up the sides like this. This is like a really, really tasty pie crust. Like I couldn't believe when I first did this recipe that it would be this tasty and this easy, because I always hated trying to roll it out and falling off the roller. So, okay, this, you can still see a few little bits here, so you just move anything that's not covered up or looks transparent, and then go around the sides. Okay, so then you just pinch your edges. Going around. Pushing your finger in and keeping your thumb beside the other one. And again, if you see it's getting a little bit thin, just work it around. Like there's a thicker piece, so I can push that in like that. So you can see I've got all of that pushed around evenly. Okay. Then you have to prick the pie crust with a fork. Okay, now it's ready to go into the oven, and you bake it at 375 for 12 to 15 minutes. So I will continue. Hi, so it's ready to go in. You can see I pricked it with the fork to let the air out if any bubbles up. And I'm just doing it in a convection toaster oven. So I put that in for 15 minutes at 375. And I'll resume when it comes out. Okay, the buzzer has gone, or the bell has rung. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, just grab it here. Yep, that's after 15 minutes. So you want to make sure it's golden brown around the edges. And so then I'm going to let it cool. And you can fill it with, you know, you could make a quiche out of it, put the eggs in. You can make a banana cream pie, a berry pie. There's all kinds of things that you can do with it. You could do an apple pie and put a crumb crust and put it back in. So just going over it, it was 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then the oil mixture was 1/2 cup of oil and 2 tablespoons of milk whipped together. Now, it's very important to really look at your measuring cup and, you know, go down level with it. Make sure it's exactly right, because you don't want it too runny or too wet or too dry. So that'll work out perfectly if you just follow those. So I hope you try it, because it's a lot more healthy than using like an animal fat lard or any of those other things. And then just being able to, you can see it's fluffy and it's like really crispy. You'll enjoy it. I know you will. I could leave it in a little bit longer to get it a little more darker all the way around. I did put convection on it, but anyway, enjoy, be healthy, be safe.